Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Lori Cayley. I am a functional medicine doctor, and today I wanted to talk to you about cortisol. So, if you know what cortisol is, type 1 in the chat box, and if you do not, type 2. And let's first talk about what cortisol is. So, cortisol is a stress hormone, and it is produced by our adrenal glands. Our adrenal glands sit above, there's two small glands that sit above our kidneys. And the hypothalamus, which is in your brain, and the pituitary gland, which is also in your brain, will control the release of cortisol along with your adrenal gland. So it's called the HPA axis for hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal gland. So it all has to work in order for your cortisol levels to be normal. So throughout the day, when you wake up in the morning, your cortisol levels are at their highest, and then it will decrease throughout the day until you go to sleep, because you don't want high cortisol levels as you're trying to sleep. Cortisol will help to wake you up in the morning. It helps you to respond to your environment properly. It helps with energy, helps with your metabolism. So you want to have the normal cortisol levels at the proper times of the day. And cortisol will be released when you are stressed out. You'll also get high levels of cortisol being released. If you're not eating right, if you're drinking too much alcohol, if you're not getting enough sleep, more cortisol will be released than what it should. So symptoms of cortisol, having your cortisol levels out of balance, are waking, fatigue, mood swings, high inflammation in your body, infertility, hormonal problems, fatigue. I don't know if I said that one yet. But there are many other symptoms of high cortisol. Those are just a few of them. So we don't want to have high cortisol levels because it will produce those symptoms. So if you have high cortisol levels that go on and on over a long period of time, you're going to go into what's called adrenal fatigue. And that's really bad because your hormone levels, your cortisol levels are just way out of balance, and your adrenal glands are just constantly releasing cortisol, and it just puts you into a state of adrenal fatigue. So what we do as functional medicine doctors, if you are experiencing these symptoms, and many times I will get patients who tell me that their regular doctor doesn't really acknowledge what's going on, doesn't know what's going on. Their blood tests are coming back fine, so they're being told that there's nothing wrong. And functional medicine doctors look at things differently. And we really go in depth with people into their lifestyle, into their environment, into their diet to find out what is causing the symptoms. Because it's not all in your head, as many times as doctors will tell you that it's not in your head. And many times you'll be put on prescription medication for depression or anxiety when it's really another problem that may be coming from your adrenal glands. So many people are told they're crazy and these symptoms are just not valid, but they are. Your body's trying to tell you that something is wrong. So after we look at all of those factors in your life, we can do different tests. And the first thing that we typically do is we look at blood tests or order blood tests if you haven't had recent blood testing done. And functional medicine doctors use different normal values than what the labs will give us as normal values. So the labs get their normal values from everyone who comes into the lab. They average it out and get the range of normal. And that typically comes from sick people. Well, healthy people are not typically going to get normal blood work done all of the time. So the normal ranges from laboratories are skewed to not well or sick people. And functional medicine doctors don't want to look at those ranges of sick people. We want to optimize your body, optimize the functioning of your body. So functional medicine doctors have a smaller range of normal, and we just look at lab values in a different way than what typical doctors do. So that's how we know if something is really out of balance. So if you're being told that your blood work is normal, it may not be normal, and you probably should get it looked at from a functional medicine perspective if you're having symptoms and your doctors are telling you that there's nothing wrong with you. So after that, if we do suspect that you are having an adrenal issue, then we'll get labs done from a functional medicine laboratory specific for the adrenal gland. And these are some test tubes that we will get samples of your saliva. And we will do it in the morning, a couple throughout the afternoon, and in the evening. And then we can see if your adrenal hormones are being released at the normal rate at the time that they should be. And if not, then we can do things to help to get your adrenal glands back to functioning properly. So some of the things that I recommend for my patients who are having adrenal problems are to get good sleep. So get to sleep by 10 o'clock at night, get good quality sleep, to reduce stress. And we reduce stress through different ways. So I recommend meditation, yoga, going for walks outside in nature, doing fun things, just reducing stress levels in general. And you can take adaptogenic herbs. So adaptogenic herbs are herbs that help to reduce stress and help your adrenal glands to function properly. There are, I think, over 16 known adaptogenic herbs. I actually take a supplement in the morning that has many different adaptogenic herbs that works amazing. So after I wake up, I'm not a morning person at all. I'm typically that type of person that doesn't want to be talked to in the morning for at least like an hour. But if I take my adaptogenic herb supplement in the morning, I'm fine. I feel great. I'm happy. I don't have that groggy feeling that I normally do if I wake up and don't take it. So, and then also diet. So if you change your diet, if you reduce sugar, reduce processed foods, get rid of trans fats, which are bad fats in your diet, eat fruits, vegetables, and good protein, and eat a lot of healthy fats, that will help to reduce your adrenal fatigue. And I'm put in the comments, in the description of this video, a 5-day challenge to balance hormones and reduce carb cravings. So if you want to just click on that and put in your name and your email address, you'll get a meal plan, a diet guide, recipes, and you can also join my private Facebook group where I'll be there to support you. And this will help you to, as I said, balance out your hormones. It's very similar to the ketogenic diet that's very popular right now, where you intake a lot of good fats. And good fats are necessary for many different functions, but mainly brain function. You want your body to be fueled off of fats in this instance, instead of being fueled off of carbohydrates. So you can get a lot of good fats using this diet plan into your diet, and change the way your body is functioning and change your metabolism. So go sign up for that. That will help on the dietary side. And then there can be a number of different environmental and lifestyle factors that you can look at to help reduce your stress in your life. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I would be happy to answer them. And I hope everyone has a great day.